Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear? Hello, hello. I'm not sure if you can hear my voice. Hello. So, uh, we will start at 4:30. Yeah. So, wait a minute. It's still 2 minutes ahead, and later we will get started for today's topic. Yeah, today we will talk about the colors. Okay, and also of course you can see some of our work on the Coohom, and also I will bring some of the functions that are related to color or material. So just wait for another minute. We will get started soon. Hello, hello. Okay, yeah, this is Jackie again, and I'm glad to share some more informations to you. Yeah, today actually we're going to talk about some color games. And actually, for today's topic, we separate them into three parts: theories and the methods, and also some of the operations. Okay, and also today, I believe after this kind of webinar, you can not only just know what color they are or what are those elements that we should separate from, the sense of the color to logically to analyze that, but also we can try to improve our ability to use the color to express our design ideas. Yeah, sometimes not only, the concept of the design or the element, but also, some for our product. Okay, so here let's get started. Here's Jackie again. Yeah, and today I'm going to share some more information about colors. Okay, so this one sentence saying from the master of of color, Jean-Philippe Lincoln. Yeah, and he said color can increase the added value for product by 15 to 30% without increasing those costs itself. So actually, color is a good way to help us to express, right? And also, why we study color matching. Actually, today, color is one of the most sensitive information elements in human cognitive senses. Okay, usually, if you get the information, at least 75% or more will from the color to go to people's first impression. So that's also very important for us. Besides, what we are doing now is the design, especially for the interior design. The interior design highly rely on the color expressions from your side. But also, you can have another doubt that why today we're talking about this, we're studying about the color. Yeah, from the very young age, we know color, right? But why we still need to study? Because even if you study the theories, you can't do it in a well design. You can't just directly use it properly or freely. Actually, for theory itself, it's not refers to good matching. what we need to do is keep practicing, okay, under some of the basic law or logic that guide us to use or to adjust on purpose. So this is also what we need to know. And for the main course of today's learning, actually, I suggest there are two things. First is the base principle. Of course, we will show you some, for example, the primary, the hue circle, analog colors, etc. So this is those basic principles or the, as you know, the properties of the color. But also, we have something more important. That is the matching rules. If you don't know how to do it, or if you already have some of the very basic or the main product, the core product, you can also using some matching rules, not only to help yourself to choose the proper color, but also you can use in some other situations or some other scenarios. This is very important. So this is also what we want to share with you. So for today, color. First, to the interior design, we will talk about it, and also the matching principles, as now will say, but also some rules and taboos. Finally, I will provide you to let you know better. Okay, so first, this these are two pictures, right? And I want you to let me know your first impression. Yeah, these are the two cases from our our learner on Coohom platform. Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, one of it maybe you what you feel is like the vivid looking. Yeah, you are looking very positive, but even sometimes it's not so friendly. Yeah, for the pure white area. Another isn't it really looks so pinky, right? It's really pinking like the pink area, and it's warm, but sometimes you feel like lazy. Yeah, they are also in living rooms, the same in living rooms. Now, what's the difference? That's from also not only color, but some color temperature as well. So as what we see for the color, we also need to know that it will highly influence our first sense of the environment, the ambient. And also for our challenges actually in using the tool. Okay, today we'll talk about some of the tools. For tools, actually, first is that we do not know how to improve color matching. Yeah, actually, you know the principles, but when you talk to the cases and you return to the Coohom tools, you don't know how to enhance that. And also, many rely on some intuition. For example, you just rely on your sense, okay, rather than some logic. This is also another very important thing. That's why also that will form out some of the barrier. For example, if you want to improve, maybe by this case it's good, it happens to be good, but then it changed to some others or some other color matching the clients would prefer, then you forgot something. So this is also very important for us to cover the barrier. Okay. And the third, that color cannot help to improve the effect. Yeah, you know how to do it well for only colors, but when you talk about when we turn to the tools, when you turn to the render, it also becomes the challenges happen to match. So this is also what we need to face. And today we will try to break the barrier. Okay. Okay, first is the basic knowledge. Actually, it's not so hard, as you know, for the colorful or colorless. Actually, in the theory regulations, many of the time we separate them into color, like the massive kinds of the colors, in whatever is in the nature, in the daily life, or in your mathematic calculations, for the system. There are today we will talk like the RGBs, and there's also many kind of colors, but actually those are colorful issues. And then when we turn to the grayscale, for example, the gray as well, we know the color is, yeah, black, white, gray. Actually, they still help us. It's not those things that what we need to do is mainly or purposely to make the room very colorful. That's something that, of course, we seldom do that. We still use the grayscale colors to help us. So this is also really important. And then we will turn to, for example, the purity of color. Actually, as you know, this also we've been told like the saturations. Yeah, the saturation of the color is the changing impurity refers to the addition of 0% white to 100% gray in the color. The higher the grayscale value is, the more counted the color is. Okay, so you can see here. Actually, there's I remember there's old saying or like quite a long time before, there was one time somebody find that some of the colors, whenever it goes, it will really look so nasty, it looks so dirty, it can't match any color of it. Actually, you can see the purity of the color refers to this part. Yeah, it put too many gray colors inside within the purity of the colors, and then it turned to some part. It's really okay, looks so not so good. So this is first the purity or the saturation of color. And the second is the brightness of the color. Refers to the brightness of the color. The greater the brighter is, and the more transparent the color will become, right? So the change in brightness refers to addition of, this is different, okay? 0% white to 100% black. It's not 100% gray in the color. So that's why you can see the brightness changing, okay? These are the two different things. If you don't know color, you may just directly have a distinct sense to compare these two, okay? This bar, this different color bar, you can see they all start from pure blue, right? And here end up in the similar color here. Yeah, this is the very light blue, but one is the purity changing, another is the brightness changing. You can see the difference. One thing is at 100% gray, another is 100% black. So this is the difference. Okay, so you can see the difference. Okay. Also here, color in space. Actually, color for us is a kind of a mood. Okay, so different colors. Okay, and the skin has different perceptions of spatial presentation. When choosing a color scheme, we should consider the spatial emotion expressed by the different colors. So you can see here, when we turn to the different color tones, yeah, is it very peace? Okay, you can feel peaceful, or it's very fresh, very without the use, and then you can feel like it's a very positive life, or sometimes you can feel some more with like the witty or the clever, or some of the areas you feel like it's unstable. That's also something that you can feel from the color. So despite of those tunes or those theories, so here can you give us some of the feeling from even the same pictures? You can see here we got different colors, but also conveying the different information. How is that feeling? Yeah, you need to match here. Can you match? For the first one, what do you think? Of course, it's not peace, right? The first one, maybe it's not peace. But what is it? Maybe positive life, or maybe stay focused, right? So you can feel that your views will strongly focus on some of the colors. And also, for the second, easy anxiety, maybe not, right? Maybe it's sometimes some kind of feeling like the depression, or even sometimes it's the nervous. So this is also another feeling, depression. Okay, and maybe for the pinky area, maybe it's peace, or maybe it's very young, feeling, yeah, very vivid life. But something certain we can make sure is that here the red, the very dark color, the red color, anxiety, yeah, that's the referring. So this is the different, okay, different colors, even with the same scenario. You see here, this is totally the same picture, but with the different, okay, different impressions of the color. Turning to our design work. Yeah, if you can feel everything, if you turn to gray or what we say, the colorless color, you can see here is nothing feeling. But what if I said, if you want to put some more attraction, okay, attract more clients attraction to, for example, your product, your finishing or furnishing, is it available to do that? Yeah, by using color. Or even sometimes you want to change to another viewing, like it is darker, it is really in a different viewings. You see here now actually your attention is changing. Yeah, from the first to the first of the single chairs, then to the sofa, maybe even to some more areas. So this is also the ways that we can use color to attract the client. Or if you want some more feelings like here, yeah, the passion feeling. So this is some color usage. Okay, that's for us. So actually, we will, if you turn this kind of theories to very regular, the regular expression is that actually what kind of a mood you are going to provide to the person who living in this room, in this area. Is it warm and romantic, or is it casual, or exquisite style, or is it just clean, simple, refreshing, or ease, or is ritual elegance, even sophisticated? So there are so many, right? There are so many different ways we can express. Here, just give you some of the sample. For example, for warm and romantic. So this is a really a useful way to let us give the clients the better prescription for their future living. Choose the color with the lower purity and higher brightness to make the space lighter. You can see here. Actually, we can use so many different elements, so many different colors, but they are also with higher brightness and lower purity, right? And for example, the color choosing like the beige, the warm gray, and low saturation yellow and orange, they are also suitable to the clients. Actually, kind of first impression will really refers to a very, very long viewing of the human nature. The from the very beginning, the human nature when they see when they feel the soft, very comfortable area or the living conditions, the situation is that they were under the sun, under the sunset, yeah, just feeling the warmth away from the night. So this is also how we feel. Yeah, it's not such a kind of human nature feeling. Yeah, it's not only related to color or related to sunshine. It's something that we really, really will wait that very long. Okay, another is the clean and refreshing. Okay, you can choose the color with higher purity and brightness to make the space cleaner. Of course, don't put too much lines onto it, right? For example, the white, cold gray, and the cold color with the high purity and brightness also will uh, bring us the sense of this kind of feeling. Even sometimes you can see some of the design will contain not overall, but some part of exposure. Maybe this also a kind of a way to do the design. This is also clean and refreshing. And also is the witty romantic, okay, teenage feelings. This also what we can do. For example, choose some candy colors, okay, with higher purity and the brightness as the main body, okay. For main body, don't bring it to all, okay. This is something that is a trap, okay. Don't bring to all, making the space appear younger, warm, friendly, and more transparent. So this is also a good way, especially when you want the clients to feel, for example, for the teenage the buyers or for the very so the children, some rooms, yeah, that's also available, but don't get too much. Okay, you still need some more color to match them. That's another topic later we will talk about. And also the color choosing to recommend lighter white, the cold gray, pure and bright pink, purple, orange, or red color. Okay, that's also available. But also, you know how you need to have some more colors to combine, not only just put them. Okay, fashion trend. Of course, you can frequently see something like that. Okay, choose color with high purity and moderate brightness to make the space brighter, and the high saturation colors with contrast that can make the space more fashionable. Okay, so this is some of the games that you can play widely. Okay, you don't have to follow some of the old tricky ways, but you just need to try some of the fashions. Okay, something that you never tried before. You can try in that design style, and also some retro style like the low keys. Actually, what you can do is choose colors the lower purity and brightness to make the space appear deeper and understated. Okay, so most of the time we use some nature colors. You can see it here. There are so many colors that from the nature wide. Okay, similar, for example, to trees. Okay, to log. Okay, even sometimes to rock, to feathers. Okay, there's also so many different styles. That's natural color. Okay, article and the broad series. That's also we recommend to you. Right? And also don't forget black and white is also available. Okay, so this is the ritual style. Okay, so let's take a look at the color in rooms. How can you how can we use the color to affect the room viewing, the space viewing? So here, let's take a glance. Okay, just take a glance and take a look here. How can we use the color to tell the story? So for the first picture on the left side, who is the protagonist? Who is the main role? In this first picture, you might not able to tell, right? Where you can locate your attention. Is it mainly only on the percentage of the pictures or the character, the actor that occupy the ratio of the area? Is it? So you can hardly tell. But the second, how about when we turn it to colorful or to some main color? Okay. And also, what else information you can receive from the color difference? It's all not only color itself, right? But also with, for example, the color uh, positions and also the comparison of the ratio. So you can see here, right? So when you are seeing some of the pictures, you can't move your mouse, move your eyes, your attention easily from the main actor. So this is the way we can do some more information and to bring to the clients. Okay, bring to the client. And also, actually, from color itself, we can also use the hierarchical layout. Okay, so what do you think of this artwork? Okay, artwork from the James team, and why is it beautiful or is not? Is it anxiety, or you feeling nervous, or you feeling mystery? After choosing the color, what we need to consider is where to put them. Just now, what we've done is to how to choose the color and then where to put it. Is it proper to do that? And let's turn back to our interior design for the spaces with the poor lighting or the limited height. This kind of area we can do to help us to improve. First is that the color choosing, like the colors, okay, the color to make the space look brighter, more spacious, and use the reflected natural light to make the warm to look taller. Okay, this is also a kind very basic way we can do that. And the light the color choosing the beige, white, light gray. Okay, this is also available. Even sometimes you can try to searching for the microsermon. Okay, this is also a kind of a way. If you don't know how what the color is or to, which to select the material, okay, sometimes the material can be considered into the color, okay, effect. So you can try to searching for the keyword as well. And also here we do have some, for example, the small area with poor lighting, the lighting from the nature outside. Okay, this is means the poor lighting from nature outside. So some small areas where we can choose the color is the fresh and elegant walls. Okay, to make the small space to look bigger, and the bright and intense color used for the individual embellishment with increased overall viability and fun. Okay, overlay different shades of the same color to increase the layer of the spacing, making it look more special and not monotonous. So try to use some of the color changing. Okay, make them really flowing, the color flowing. And that's something we sometimes do. Actually, I know you frequently do that in your design, but sometimes in the downscale, okay, downscale space, you can choose different ways to try. For example, this kind of color choosing, okay, we can choose stronger colors with absorb, they will absorb most of the nature light, okay, giving the people a sense of enclosure, which is more beneficial for the certain function and make the room appear more compact, smaller and comfortable. Sometimes for the secret, okay, the secret viewings, yeah, you can use the low brightness, low purity color, like the brown, black, dark gray. Okay, that's also for using not only on the walls, but also sometimes the ceiling. And even sometimes you can see the downscale space. You know the area when you use we can use the warm and dark color can make the large space appear to be warmer and comfortable. Okay, and the strong and eye-catching accent color like this kind of thing, you'd better to put together. Okay, don't separate them to different corners. Okay, making it's easy to make a create a visual focus point. Okay, don't put too much. Okay, don't put too much on every angle or every corner. Don't do that. Okay, and concentrate. Okay, concentrating the decoration of similar colors will make the indoor space more focused. It's also a good way to improve the design. So downscale. Okay, and especially for the ceiling, as you see here, actually lowering the height of the ceiling can provide a sense of home, okay, homing, while making the space more comfortable. When the ceiling is painted in a dark color than the wall, this feature gives impression that the ceiling is lower. And you know that feeling sometimes if it is very too big. Yeah, you can also print some of the print the ceilings. You can give the materials on the ceiling, okay? Like, for example, the wood grain color, okay, black, gray, high saturation colors that's also available to try. So you can also try some of the designs to make it feel like that. And if your design work is really within a very tiny area or the area the viewings is not so big, we need to pull out the sense of the space. So some apartments, with the very low ceilings themselves, maybe giving the people a feeling of comfort. Okay, so or you can paint it at the dark and the ceiling while can make the people feel that the ceiling is higher. So this is also available for us to do that. For example, you can painting as the wood grain color or beige color or the brown color as well. Don't forget the color of this color is also available. And if you want to do that, here I would like to introduce another way is to give the color weight. As you know, you see, sometimes when you put some light color as the weightless, right? It's very light. The view is very light. You can put onto the ceiling. Meanwhile, if it is really dark, you can put onto the floor. That's also what we call the from the clear sky to the turbid earth. So this is also another trend of the color flowing. Okay, we can make color something changeable when you searching or when you after finish like the design of the construction of the walls or the ceilings, you can try to think what kind of color can I choose or material choosing when you try to put some of the elements onto the also do that. Okay, if the ceiling is painted dark or the same color as the wall, it will make the entire space look smaller and warmer. So this is also very useful for us. Okay, and something that we are continually using, just follow the last principle, is to let the color or the same pattern to flow. Okay, you can using the thing like the painting the back wall and the ceiling in the same dark color, while painting the side wall in the light color will make the space here more spacious. Okay, this is a technique widely used in corridors or neighborhoods. Yeah, it will make the different side of the wall or the area connected. Okay, you can use the same pattern, same color to connect them. This is also a kind of a decor way. Yeah, of course, sometimes you can combine them with the, the light strips, LEDs, or some even sometimes just some the material decors, and it's okay. That's fine to do that. Also, here the downscale spacing. So for the color choosing, okay, paint the two opposite sides wall dark while keep the background and the ceiling light. So this is also something just follow the last principles, which can visually narrow the space and improve the coordination of the uneven size walls. So this is also a way, yeah, we can just to making the feeling like the zooming out. Yeah, you can have a longer view with that. Yeah, the color, of course, you can see the wood grain color, beige color, brown color as well. This is also some suggestions for us. And also, don't forget the wall itself. We can make a multi-layer building. Okay, applying the dark color to the bottom. Okay, normally to the bottom of the wall can shorten it and achieve the visual extension downward. So you can see here, this is also a good way to separate them because lower saturation colors will cause the eye viewings, okay, from the bottom, okay, slowly to the top. So this is also a good way to lead the client's attention. Okay, this is a good way to do that. So sometimes don't forget you can do something on the wall. Okay. Finally, for the natural accent color, sometimes this is the very frequently choices that we talk about, like the black, white, gray, gold, and the silver. There are many used to harmonize the color combination and highlight other colors. Well, they will give the people a relaxed feeling and avoid the fatigue. Yeah, you can see here actually in this kind of atmosphere, your eye viewings, okay, will lightly touch those natural accent color, but will not stay too long. So this is also a good way to soften the viewing, to soften the viewing. And among them, actually, gold and silver are versatile versatile colors that can complement any color. Yeah, you can choose to anyone. Of course, the same color, for example, the gold to yellow, silver to gray, is not suggested. Okay, this is also the thing that we need to pay attention. You need to have some changes. Okay, that's the first part. Some of the basic color itself. And now we can talk about something with the color matching, okay, to shift color problem, okay. So what to choose? Actually, for color itself, here we do have a kind of a theory, okay. Actually, first, uh, released by Isaac Newton, as we know, the um, very great scientist, right? And give us the different the colors through the prism experiment, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and purple. So, so this is also the, this different combinations, okay, from the lights, right? And actually here we do have some of the different colors to change. For example, monochrome color within the hue angle is a kind of a color, okay, uh, color circle, and within the hue angle range of 15 to 30. Okay, this is only purity and brightness. Okay, and another is analog color, a transition effect of hue color within more angles. Okay, 60%, 60 degrees, and then the triadic color that's more about 120 to 180 between them. And finally, with the angle contrast 180, okay, on the opposite side. So this is also the way. If you want, you can also find out easily to find out those, okay, the color circle to try. And here we will directly to give you the sample. Okay, this kind of monochrome color, select the color, just directly to change the brightness and purity. Okay, to add the solid color. So give the image a sense of peace and coordinate. This is available for all the design suitable for beginner to match and create a sense of sophistication. So monochrome color is a relatively easy method to master. If you want to try, you can get started with here. Okay, just choosing the different brightness, changing the brightness. It is also a good way. A good way. And also here, using the changes in the saturation and the brightness within the same color place, you can also create a good visual effect. You can see because it's very coordinated. Yeah, within the same monochrome. So it's within the same. Yeah, and then these are the samples. What you feel is very looking the natures, looking unique. Yeah, they feeling the unique. For analog colors, okay, analog colors, on the color wheel, actually we select the two or three phrases, okay, three phrases color that are adjacent to each other, okay. Two usage method, equal usage regardless of the priority, and choose one color as the main color in and use the other, okay, as the auxiliary. So this is also good for us to try. Yeah, making the color changing. Just now when we talked the same color but changing the brightness. And now we continue with the changing. Okay, the analog color has similar hues and harmonious tone, which can be used in home decor to express the rich layer. You can make it looking quite different. You know, the different changes is not only uh, rely on the light, only rely on the line, but now also you have another way using the color, change that. Okay, so this is also very useful. Okay, so these are the analog color sample. You can see the different changes. Of course, the material you can't make it. For example, it's a matte or just turn to the same. You can't use it suddenly using a very polished one. It is also some issues from the material changing. Okay, most of the time you just stay with the changing trends, and it's good for us to get a really different design sample. You can see here now it's changing. Yeah, so this is also the way you can use. It's not only the same color. Okay, make the color changing. And also the contrast color, just now you can see here, the strong contrast visually creating a great isolate effect. Yeah, of course, contrast itself is easy to understand with the characteristic of full emotion. Yeah, strong power, and even sometimes you want to play with the conflict and the useful lively. Yeah, bringing the life. Okay, emphasize the brightness and saturation to reduce color conflict try to do that. You do have if you want to use the contrast color, you can't make it really conflict in the same room. Only conflict is not uh, is not suitable. You need to add up some more to reduce the feeling of direct conflict. For example, add up some black, white, especially gray. You know, the gray is the peaceful color to join to solve. Okay, solve the viewings, and adding the neutral color buff for the strong opposition. This is also somehow we can do that to try to give its contrast, but it still looked suitable to the position to this kind of a viewing. So that's also some of the samples you need to use. You can see whether it goes to some ideal design or even some, for example, for a very traditional design. You can see this is very traditional, but it's also suitable to use. Even sometimes it will bring quite a different viewing. So that's some for contrast color sample. And after that, you can see another what we call the triadic color. Well, actually, this is kind of a good way to play with. For example, if you want to have some colors not so conflict into each other, but you can have a very witty. Sometimes today we'll talk about some very younger design like the witty color it's using the triadic frequency. Okay, contrasted color have a strong contrast effect, yeah, which can bring rich visual layers and strong visual impact. It can reduce the brightness and saturation of the space, balance the universal color contrast, making the space more harmony. Yeah, this is a kind of witty harmony and having a certain degree of excessive feeling. That's way what we think will be also just need to do to try this kind of combination. It's good for us. It's good for us to have different, okay? But just to avoid something that we turn to only, for example, the concept. Okay, this is these are the samples. Okay, periodic color sample with the different viewings with the different colors. You can take a look and to take as the reference. Still, you can see, even sometimes you want to do some massive using of the same color in the triadic, you can still find out some that's from the colorless color, right? Like the black, white, or light gray. That's also available, yeah, to soften the viewing. This is also something we need to play in hand, okay? So talking about some regular colors and some of the choosing play games. So here actually we do have some formulas to use. Yeah, if uh, the parts before just now we talked, we can also turn to some of the formula, which is the core of you to bring the core viewing of your design which you want your client to see, is it wall, ceiling, or floor, they will all rely on your matching. Okay, here I would like you to know there are some, that indeed, that contain some of the formula. If you can follow, you won't have uh, quite a less good looking. Let's say if it's bad, you want to enhance, you can follow this. Okay, this formula is really easy to follow and widely used. Yeah, if you can follow that, at least you won't go to another wrong direction. Maybe it's just some part is trying the different, but at least not the wrong direction. So let's take a look. For example, the first, if you can see if the client does contain the choices of the main furniture into dark color, like the dark furniture, then for the decors, we can choose, for example, a light walls or the gray floor. Okay, light wall with the gray floor. For example, for the light walls, using the pure white or the light gray or off-white is also available. And the gray floor maybe for the mid-gray, oak wood, or log. Those are available. And the dark furniture itself, there's so many kind of the elements. For example, dark leather, walnut wood, or dirty pink, even that, and the emerald. So also you can use like that. You can just to combine with some of the really good looking design, but it's not so overlaid. Yeah. So actually, the notice that the core expression is that the main body of the home can be complemented by the wall and floor. At this point, actually, furniture they can stand out, okay, more in terms of the shape or color. So this is also a way, if you are doing now the business for the finishes or the furnishings, you can take a look at here. If the clients have some certain demand, try to match out with this one, okay, match out with different lights, light walls or gray floor. So the second formula is about some other selections. For example, here, if we mainly on purpose to select the dark floors, you can try to have, for example, light walls, okay, dark floor, okay, matching with the light walls, and then with the mid color furniture like the wood, grand, brown, a gray fabric is also available, and dark floors sometimes, for example, the dark color rock slab and not only for the wooden floor, right? Also with the, for example, the beige, light gray, white on the wall. So this is also available for you to use. And some of the useful notice the deep ground and the shallow walls give the space a sense of hierarchy, visually enhance the overall coordinate of the space. Okay, the core expression is the ground area, which can enhance the hierarchy of the ground furniture. Okay, so just pay attention about your furniture choosing. Yeah, when you do select here, you can change in different like dark. Okay, dark to the earth and lighter to the up. So this is the more formula 2, and the formula 3 is something changed. If you really want to have, for example, the light furniture, okay, the color with the beige, low saturation color, okay, then you can change. For example, you can turn the wall darker, like the warm gray, the cold gray is also available. And for the floor, you can make it mid, like walnut or the gray leveling paintings. That's also is a kind of a way to do that. And the wall color is darker, and the solid color with lower presence can be proud on the floor and the furniture. Okay, emphasize the hierarchy of the fabric. So this is also something we need to take care. Yeah. Of course, if you want to try, and dark color on the wall, sometimes it will give another different view. Yeah, it's also available for you to do that. So this is formula 3. Okay. What regulation pattern have we discovered till now? You can see actually it's not only the color changing, color choosing itself, but also the proportion of color in space. You can matching the different, okay, different to contrast relationship of color in space. And you, as here, I would directly give you the conclusion. When the color ratio is 6 to 3 to 1, the space will be more harmonious. So you can see here, okay, do we have some attractive colors? Yes, we do. Like this blue, like this orange, right? Even like this. But still, we make it in a good ratio, the color ratio, or within a kind of a certain view. So this is the thing that we can mainly to control. Of course, if you really want to try, you can take another viewing, the perspective views, to try of a certain part. If it is good looking, again, sometimes it's not, okay? When the saturation is higher, the contrast relationship become more obvious. But it is necessary to ensure the cleanness of the background. See here, yeah, you need to stay cleaner background most of the time. Still, we return to colorless color, like the black, like the white, or even gray. But this is also some regular pattern. Okay, you can try. Okay, so with some more, with some more um notice, maybe something will be better, but some will be need to certainly to avoid. So these are those usage taboos may be able to help to you. First, red should not be used as the main color of the face for a long time. Okay, red, yeah, it's not able to use. And the second, orange is not suitable for decorating the bedroom because it seldom can provide you the ease way, okay, the ease way of living. Yeah, orange. Yeah, this is something we need to avoid. Yeah, for decor is okay, but don't put it too much for the bedroom, okay, for part of the decor. And the yellow is not suitable for use in the study. Yeah, leave here as well, as you feel, right? And the purple should not be widely used in living room or children's room, okay? Because the partial use of purple can show the nobility and elegance, but the extension use can make people feel helpless. Purple is seldom we use that to decorate these kind of rooms. And blue should not be widely used in the restaurant, kitchen, and bedroom. Okay, so this is also a suitable to help us. Okay, and coffee color is not suitable for decoration in restaurant and children's room. Okay, the coffee color because the coffee color is stuffed and dark. It can make the restaurant feeling dull and melancholic. Okay, affecting the quality of meal, the feeling. And then, but of course, if you really want to use that, you need to use some more lighting, the lights, the artificial light, and to help to cover some of the damage. And the pink should not be widely used in the bedroom, yeah, because the pink can easily bring people a restless emotion, okay, especially those heavy pink. So don't do that. And gold is not suitable as the sole color for decorating a room. Otherwise, well, you can imagine how it is. It's too nervous, okay? And they easily give the impression of exaggeration. And black should not be widely used in the living room, of course. But sometimes, nowadays, some of the clients, they prefer to use to decorate quite different, okay? And hence the difference. So it's their choice. We have to just follow some of their preference. And finally, black and white color matching should not be used indoors. Okay, don't use them only indoors. Yeah, you're doomed to have some to change, at least for gold or silver, to just make them not that complicated. Of course, we do have not only in using, but also some matching. For example, placing too many colors. Of course, if you have a low grasp of color, you can reduce the hue and use the neutral and the colorless color. This is also something we need to pay attention. Like brown, gray, wood color, and milk coffee color give people a quiet, clean feeling with a low sense of presence in the space. Yeah, and pay attention the direction of the sunlight. Sometimes we forgot the sunlight is also really harmful for the design because not only the sunlight brings the vivid thing, but also the sunlight itself will reflect on your product, your color. Okay, sometimes, for example, facing the east or north or the lack of sunlight, maybe it will bring you need to bring more light colors, okay? And facing west or south will surface sunlight, cold color can be perceived. Yeah, this is also some of the rules or just some rules that you can follow. and select color scheme according to special functions. For example, the bedroom dining, okay, have the different familiar functions. And then when matching the color, it is necessary to consider the basic properties of the space. That's also something you can use. And with that kind of a way to play, actually, we really suggest that if you want to try it from today, you can actually go back to the design tool and try some of the function. You know our material library, right? You know our material brush. And even sometimes if you want to do the material editor, you can turn to the tool to try some different material. Okay, of course, it's not only refers to color, but also some of the material is also available. Even sometimes, if you want to try, you can use the material brush. Nowadays, in our tool, actually, the tool the material brush is not only able to brush on the floor, on the ceiling, but also you can brush over different kinds. For example, you can brush from the customizing material. Some of the customized material on the panels can be also brushed to the ceiling, to the floor, to the wall. So this is also a kind of a game that you can try. Okay. So I believe that's all for today. We've tried for over almost 1 hour to try to talk about the life. And I believe if you can turn back to your design tool and then you can try all out and you can try to have some more effect. Okay. So that's all for today. Yeah, hope you can stay with us for more content or more lessons, and we hope to meet you again next time. Okay, and see you next time. Bye bye.